Hi everyone, welcome to our channel, Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. Today we're doing a reading to learn if your twin flame will finally leave their karmic relationship once and for all. So for those of you who have been on a twin flame journey where your twin has been involved with a karmic, this reading is for you. We've received a lot of requests to do a reading on this particular subject, so here it is. So, by the way, if you have a request for a particular reading subject or any questions at all, please leave them below in the comments section. Your feedback is really helpful to us. This is a timeless reading, which means anyone can watch it at any time, and it's relevant for them. The actual time frame for the reading, though, is what should be occurring in the next 3 to 6 months from when you watch this video. So for this reading, I will be using the Spiral Tarot deck and then support this 5-card reading with 3 different oracle cards. For that, I will be using the Angel Answers Oracle deck, the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck, and finally, the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. And that part of the reading with the Oracle decks is really more focused on you and your twin flame, as opposed to your twin flame and their karmic. So while I shuffle the cards, please take a moment to quiet your mind and think about your twin flame and ask the universe, along with me, if your twin flame will be leaving their karmic relationship. You can even make it more personalized by asking, will, say their name, be leaving their karmic partner? And please remember that readings are not set in stone and everyone has free will. I'm going to continue to shuffle and we'll begin to lay the cards out. Now the first card is the Ten of Wands. This shows your twin's relationship with their karmic has been making them very stressed right now. This can indicate a lot of arguments, a lot of acting out between your twin and their karmic. This stress is affecting their work performance, which isn't helping their stress level at all. And their general outlook and mood has been greatly affected by how bad things are really going right now. They can't avoid facing how much pressure they feel they're under, and trying to keep the peace or calm things down isn't really working. Your twin may seem distant from you, possibly distracted, or even keeping a bit of distance from you right now, but don't take it personally. They don't feel like they're good company, as their mood is pretty grim. And your twin is aware of this and may be keeping things from you to spare you from stress. And they may not be reaching out to you as much or being as talkative right now because they know they're snippy, they have a chip on their shoulder, and don't want to take it out on you or fight with you. This is the last thing they want or need. But to be honest, you two may also have some arguments right now. The two of you will have to navigate carefully during this time to be supportive and be a safe place for one another and keep the stress out of your relationship and try not to let it affect you. Your twin is feeling a bit depressed because their dealings with their karmic are making them miserable. They were never really together with their karmic for the right reasons, and they're seeing clearly just how bad things really are and really have been for a long time. The Ten of Wands speaks of burdens, and that is exactly what your twin sees their karmic as, a burden. The Ten of Wands tells you it's time to stop and examine your life, and that is what your twin is being forced to do. The time for putting things off, making excuses, and trying to deal with the status quo is over. Their eyes are open to exactly how much and what a burden their karmic is and how it really is not worth the effort. Things are not getting better. They're not changing for the better. It's the same thing over and over again, and it's not good. Your twin may have been waiting for their karmic to end things for whatever reason, but they realize that responsibility is on them. The second card is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this card shows a financial reason they have not yet ended things for good with their karmic. This financial issue may not be the entire reason things with their karmic have dragged out, but finances do have something to do with it. They may work with or work for their karmic or a member of their family, or they could be in a business together with their karmic and feel they wouldn't survive or would suffer a lot of damage if they end things with them. Your twin may have made financial mistakes like taking out loans for or with their karmic that they're afraid they can't afford to be stuck with. Not only could ending things with their karmic cause financial difficulties, it shows there have possibly been some financial problems already. Their credit cards or credit lines could be maxed out right now, and you can bet the financial strains are also keeping things pretty combative and causing lots of problems with your twin and their karmic partner. This card shows things financially are going to get worse before they'll get better, which would indicate there will be either more money-related arguments between them or that your twin faces money problems due to ending things with their karmic. The Five of Pentacles is really not a good card for them. For you and your twin it is, but not for them, as it shows there is really no love there. Just like the first card, your twin is going to be quite moody. And it's like they know intuitively that once they take some real steps to ending things, what is already so toxic between them is only going to get much worse. It is a real fear they have, and it gives them a feeling of dread. Let's face it, no one really looks forward to something like that, so it makes sense they would be dreading it. Yes, they would be free to be with you, but reality is reality. Their karmic is going to make this as unpleasant as possible. This is a time where the two of you can draw closer together, and although your twin may not always want to be open to asking for help and may want to try and deal with it themselves, they would really benefit with some help from you. They may start off trying to deal with it all by themselves for the most part, but with this card, it looks like they will find themselves reaching out to you for comfort and compassion. And the next card we get is going to be Justice. So Justice card shows legal issues. Now, this could be several things, such as a legal separation between your twin and their karmic, starting the divorce process between your twin and their karmic, or divorce papers being served. Your twin may have been afraid to seek out legal counsel before, but this card indicates that they will be getting legal advice and are dealing with legal affairs. If your twin and their karmic are living together, a lease may have to be broken, or a new lease signed by your twin or their karmic having to get a place of their own. They may have to sign papers to sell a piece of property or a business or buy the other out. Your twin wants to be fair, but it does appear that their karmic will not want to play fair, even if they seem agreeable at the beginning. Justice is about karma. Think of it like cause and effect. You may say to yourself, how does my twin's karmic think they're going to just keep getting away with how they treat your twin? Well, karma's here to collect, and the karmic is going to have to pay up their share of karma. They may have gotten away with bad treatment and what have you, but no more. Now, as for you and the twin, it may seem fair to you that you've been kind, caring, and supportive, but you have been suffering because this karmic relationship hasn't ended. Well, your karma is coming too, and this is good news for you. Your efforts and loving compassion and support will be rewarded when the karmic is gone for good and no longer affecting your relationship with your twin. Now, don't let your twin's tough time allow too much bad behavior towards you. During stressful times, we're not always at our best, and we can let things slide and excuse it because your twin is under so much stress and having so many difficulties. But don't let them push it too far without warning them to knock it off. You're not the enemy. If the karmic is being negative, that is not your fault, and you should not be subjected to it. Just a little reminder here not to let that slide too much. So if they're grumpy and ill-treating towards you, you have to kind of like try to nip that in the bud right away. The next card for this reading is going to be, the Five of Swords. Well, oh boy. So this is a card of arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict, hostility, and of course, more stress. And this is not going to end well. This card represents the karmic. They think their negative words and behavior have been something they have always gotten away with and that they'll continue to get away with, but not this time. However, it is going to take some time before they realize they're not getting their way and that your twin means business this time and that they really want out. So when this happens, they're going to pull out all the stops. You think they were bad before? Well, think again, because you haven't seen anything yet. This is the type of person who has the mentality of, if I can't have you, no one can. Although they haven't shown your twin love in a long time, they don't want your twin to be happy without them, or God forbid, with you. Whether they know about you right now or not, they will find out at some point, and they will do whatever they can to cause trouble between the two of you. The Five of Swords shows a very manipulative person, so they would not be above using children, friends, or family to come between you and your twin, and continue to try to get them to give your twin another chance. Your twin and this person have more than likely gone through enough bad times, including breakups or threats of breakups before, and they always got back together. So the karmic thinks the same thing will happen this time. They will use all the same tricks they've used before, and maybe even some new ones. They may try and get everyone to turn against you or your twin or both of you and make themselves out to be the poor victim, and you are the twin of the bad guys. They want everyone on their side. However, you both need to push past all that is being thrown at you right now and weather this storm together. Your twin may lose some friends along the way and some family members may be angry with them, but for the most part, it is only temporary, as the karmic's true colors will be revealed. So try not to get upset or focus on that right now. And if your twin is hurt about that, reassure them those relationships will work themselves out down the line. So with all this conflict going on, you and your twin may be feeling irritable, and it might be a good time for both of you to disconnect from the outside world and practice some self-care. Just keep reminding yourself that this too will pass. This is a serious life change, and with that comes stress and fear. Just focus on what is important right now, which is creating that change. Because with that change, doors open and life changes for the better, drastically, and it will be so, so worth it in the end. And the next card for this reading is, and this is the final card as well, until we get to the oracle cards, the Magician. So the Magician is a representation of pure willpower. Your twin will react to their karmic shenanigans and acting out with a strengthening of their determination to finish this off once and for all. Their karmic's bad behavior and horrible words and actions will only reinforce to your twin that they made the right decision. Any fear your twin may have had at the beginning turns into resolve. And your twin has a feeling of validation that they made the right decision, cutting off their karmic, and will say to themselves, and maybe even to you, that I should have done this a long time ago. The Magician is all about power, the power to manifest and create what they want. When the Magician turns up in your reading, it can indicate that now is the time to act and to stop hesitating and take action. There's no reason to hold back any longer, and holding back could make them lose their opportunity for the love and the life that they want with you. And perhaps you've also let them know that you're running out of patience, or maybe they're picking up on that intuitively, and they know that these changes need to be made now, and any signs of holding back would mean missing a chance of becoming the best version of themselves. Your twin has been held back personally, and it's their time to find the happiness they deserve and to evolve and grow. Once they cut their karmic out of their life, they find themselves the person they lost during that relationship. Because of the karmic relationship, they let some of their goals and dreams go by the wayside and sacrifice things that made them happy. Now they can chart a new life path with you by their side. So now I'm going to pull the oracle cards. And remember, as I said in the beginning of the reading, the oracle cards are more focused on you and your twin flame as opposed to your twin and the karmic. And the first oracle card is the situation will improve. Your angels want you to know they're aware. Things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may still take some time as your twin gets out of that dreadful situation, and there will most likely be some work you both have to put into your relationship, but it will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on this twin flame connection. There is still so much hope for the future, so take heart and continue to work towards this partnership where you are both fulfilled and happy. So the situation is going to improve. And the second oracle card that we get for you and your twin flame is new beginnings. A clean slate is presented to you as you encounter fresh opportunities and new experiences. And your twin seems to be hearing and feeling this clearly right now. Now is the time to embrace your new life. The angels know that change can be frightening, and they surround both of you and your twin with so much loving energy just now. You and your twin can call upon them whenever you're feeling fearful. The angels are ready. They're asking you both to open up to new approaches and new ways of looking at situations. And it looks like your twin has definitely embraced this idea already and ready to get out of this horrible thing and embrace and embark upon this twin flame journey with you. It is time for this new beginning and fresh start for the two of you. And the final oracle card is forgiveness. So look at the two faces on this card. The top one wears a crown of ice that looks like it's melting around the edges. And the clasped hands above the faces show a return to balance and compromise, where you can achieve a positive outcome between the two of you. This card also tells us nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. It's been a very difficult journey for you while your twin has been stuck in a rut with their karmic, and perhaps you felt some anger, depression, anxiety, fear, and even frustration. And through the act of forgiving them, you can replace that with hope, compassion, and a deeper love. This card is about willing to forgive yourself and others to open the door for future growth. Love will be restored. Not that the love between you and your twin ever disappeared. It was always there and always is there now. But this is more a new beginning for your love. And on the same page, it's a new chapter. And trust can be rebuilt, replacing hurt with love. And this will free you to love each other more deeply. So to sum up this reading and answer the question, is your twin flame finally leaving their karmic relationship? The answer is yes, they are. They see the light and they realize they should have done it so long ago, but as the saying goes, hindsight is always 20/20. It's not going to be an easy road for your twin to detach from the entanglements of this karmic, but they will do it. The karmic, of course, will play the usual shenanigans and maybe some new ones to try and coerce your twin to stay. But your twin is ready for new beginnings in their life, and ready to embrace this twin flame journey with you. We hope you enjoyed this twin flame reading and were able to gain some insight into your twin flame relationship. We appreciate all the comments, and we do ask that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it so much, and we look forward to doing another reading for you again very soon, which will be next week. Have a great day, everyone.